Namaste dear students. Today we are here to discuss about the structure of honeybee, which is in Unit 3, lesson Honeybee in Science and Technology subject of Grade 10. Are you ready, students? Okay, all of you, take your stationery and come front. Let's discuss this topic today in detail. Okay, can you see this picture? See how this boy is thinking? He is thinking, which insect is this? Or how this insect is taking something from the flower. Can you identify this insect? Yes, it is honeybee. Today we discuss about this honeybee in detail, about its structure, where does it live, all those things we discuss in our class. Okay, what is this? There are two types of something is shown here. Can you identify which pictures are these? In this above picture, someone is holding it. And there are also so many insects. Which insects are these? Yes, these are the honeybees, and in this frame which is made by human. And in below picture you can see there are so many honeybees which are hanging on the tree, this tree. Yes, this is the branch of tree where there is a honeycomb or hive is hanging. There are so many honeybees which are just grouping in this hive. So, can you say this type of hives, where these are found? Have you seen these types of hives? Okay, just here some questions are there. Just let's discuss about this question. What do these pictures represent? Yes, there are two pictures. What these two pictures represent? Okay, these two pictures represent the hives of honeybee. Hives means their house. We used to stay in our house. Yes, similarly, these bees also make a colony and they stay in hive or they survive in these hives. And some hives are made by themselves and some hives are made artificially. So let's discuss another question. How many types of bee hives have you seen? How many types? In village or in rural area, you might have seen the hives which are made up of log. Okay, and those are also made by human being. But sometime when you walk in the jungle or when you roam in certain gardens, at that time also somewhere you see the hives which are made naturally by these honeybees on the trees. So there are mainly two types of hives. What are those? Natural hives and artificial hives. Natural hives means those hives which are made by the honeybee themselves. And artificial hives means those hives which are made by human for the cultivation of these bees. Next, do human beings need to construct beehives? Is it necessary? No, it is not necessary for bees to construct the hive by human being, but human being construct those hives for their own purpose. That means if they construct those hives nearby them, then they can cultivate the honeybees in a commercial way or to produce honey or to cultivate honeybees for the production of honeybee wax, even royal jelly also. So that is the purpose of business. But naturally also these honeybees can prepare their own hives themselves anywhere. Next, see what are the differences between natural hives and artificial hive. Just natural hives means created by the bees in tree or other sheltered area. Not only tree, they used to construct the hive in the house also. That means somewhere where they feel it is safe, they used to construct their hive. And next one is artificial hive, constructed by the human for beekeeping. See, this is natural hive which is constructed by the honeybees on the branch of tree. This is the hive which is made by human being for cultivation of the honeybee for the commercial production of honey, wax, etc. And next one is modern hives or the artificial hives allow for more efficient honey production. See, it is very difficult to collect the honey from those branches of trees. But if human bee construct this kind of artificial hives which are modern in design, very easy to collect the honey from this type of hives. And beekeeping or this process, that means the bearing of honeybee for commercial production, it is called apiculture, or beekeeping is also called apiculture, is both a hobby and a commercial enterprise. Some people cultivate the honeybee or they rear or bear the honeybee for their hobby, but some people it is cultivated for the commercial production, that means for the business purpose also. That means they used to collect the honey and they collect wax which is prepared by the honeybee and they sell in the market and they earn their livelihood. So in this way these honeybees are cultivated in artificial hive by the human being, and honeybee naturally present in the jungle or somewhere else, they construct their natural hive themselves and they survive. That means that is the naturally growing honeybee, but in artificial hive human being grow the honeybees. Next, what is the history of beekeeping? When it was started, how it was started, those things we can learn here. First, we can hear the history of beekeeping from very beginning. They used to keep, that means they used to do the beekeeping for the production of honey which was used to prepare the different kinds of Ayurvedic medicine, and also for the different purposes. We can, that means here in the different history of our literature also, there are so many histories we can find. And here first of all there is a traditional beekeeping for the honey production. That means in our culture also, before this producing different kinds of artificial modern hives, they used to cultivate the honeybee in traditional way by using different kinds of log, where they used to construct the just like a home for the honeybee, where honeybee used to make its hive inside that just dome shape structures. That was the traditional way, where only honey production was the main aim of honeybee culture. Later on, this beekeeping is also used for the pollination and wax production. That means before just for the honey production, just it was modified, and not only the honey, we can use these bees for the pollination of the crop. See, here we can see there are these modern hives are kept nearby the field where there is mustard is grown and it is flowering. If there are many honeybees are grown in this area, they can pollinate this mustard plant, so the production of mustard seeds will be high. That means it yields the more amount of mustard seeds, which is beneficial for the farmer. Not only that, they also used to collect the wax from this honeycomb, and those wax are used to prepare different kinds of items, like there are different beauty items or the cosmetics items are prepared from the wax also. And next, it is now it is cultivated. Beekeeping is commercial purpose. They used to cultivate bee in a large area and they produce large amount of honey, wax, and also nowadays royal jelly. Royal jelly is also collected from this honey production, that means this beekeeping, which is very costly, and they can earn more money from those royal jelly than the honey and wax also. In this way, the beekeeping is promoting its, that means different phases. It is passing from the different phases. Now it is cultivated commercially for the different purposes and earning more amount of money. That's why it is kept as a commercial purpose beekeeping. And next one is, what is honeybee? How these honeybees looks and where they are present. Just introduction to the honeybee. Can you see this picture? There is a branch of tree and there are some leaves of the plants are seen, and so many honeybees are just overlapping each other. That means they are in the form of group and they are just in their hive, and the honeybees always be in their colony. There is no individual honeybee you can find whenever you go somewhere. Okay, they always be in the colony. These honeybees are the insect belonging to the phylum Arthropoda. We have discussed a classification in previous class where we have classified the different kinds of organism. There are different 9 phyla we have discussed. Out of that, this Arthropoda, they belongs to Arthropoda. What are Arthropoda? Yes, you know that arthro means jointed, poda means legs. Those insects which have jointed legs, that means those organisms which have jointed legs like this, that means in this way, they have just jointed legs. Legs are joining, and this type of legs, all the organisms which have this type of legs are known as Arthropoda. Arthro means, this means jointed, and poda means legs. So those which have this jointed legs, those are called Arthropoda, and those which have this type of legs, they belongs to phylum Arthropoda. And they live in colonies within hives. Within the hive, they used to be in the colony. Next, these bees are crucial for pollination and honey production. Already we have discussed. And next one is, from these, what things do human beings learn from the honeybee? Just she is thinking and she is asking herself, there are so many bees, they are residing in the colony, and what people can learn from this honeybee? What you can learn from the honeybee? Can you guess? Have you ever seen those honeybee hives? What you learn from them? Yes, as they are residing in the colony, we human beings can also be in our society, and we can maintain harmony among the neighbors and within our family also. And we can see there are so many disciplined work are done by the honeybee. They are very disciplined. They used to perform their work themselves. From that also we can learn we should be self-dependent. We should perform our duty perfectly. Okay. And next one is, what is apiculture? Just now we have seen that the history of cultivation of the honeybee. That means traditional way of honey production, next honey production and wax production, next commercial production. Now what is that commercial production of honey is called? Now this term is used for the commercial production of honey by keeping the honeybees, or the apiculture represent that it is the rearing and bearing of honeybees. That means we are cultivating the honeybees for commercial production of honey and other products. that is called apiculture. Okay, here you can see there are so many modern beehives are kept nearby the field where there is mustard plants are growing and they are flowering, and there are so many hives are kept here. That means it is a commercial, it is just for the commercial purpose. That means they are cultivating the honeybee for the commercial purpose, or by producing honey, wax, royal jelly, etc. This process of cultivating honeybee for the commercial purpose is called apiculture. Now next, just in this picture you can see there are so many bees are just coming out of its small hole and they are going somewhere else. They are collecting nectar from the flowers, etc. Then this, how these honeybees are grown, what is the structure of honeybee, how they reproduce, or how is its life cycle, all those things are studied under the branch of biology called apiology. What is apiology means? In systematic way, if we study about the honeybee, then it is apiology. It is the branch of biology where we study about the honeybees in a systematic and scientific way. That is called apiology. And next one is, how is the structure of honeybee? You have seen honeybee? Have you ever catch the honeybee and study about the honeybee? Its external structure? How many parts you have observed in the honeybee? Yes, there are different parts. And what is the size of this honeybee? See, here is a one honeybee picture is kept. And what is the size? It is about 9 to 20 millimeter in the length. Its length is about 9 to 20 millimeter. And its body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. See, we can see here, just if we draw the picture of honeybee, simply just there is one head, then there is thorax, and at last there is abdomen. And in this you can observe there are compound eyes, okay, and there is also, we can see segment. This region is thorax, this is head, and this is abdomen. So there are mainly three parts: head region, thorax region and abdomen region. In head region we can find different mouth parts, antenna, and there are compound eyes. In the thorax region we can find out there are 3 pairs of legs from each segment and 2 pairs of wings. In this way we can divide the body of honeybee into 3 parts. Next, head. In this head region we can find, see, this is the compound eye which is very large in size, and there are antenna. You can see these 2 are antenna, and mouth parts. Just here below you can see these are the mouth parts in the honeybee. These mouth parts mainly they have the sucking and lapping type of mouth parts where they can suck the nectar of the flower and also lap the nectar of the flower, and in some cases there is chewing type of mouth parts is also developed. And next one is thorax region. See, here thorax region is from this part to this. This region is called thorax region. There are 3 segments: first, second and third segment. From each segment there are 3 legs, 3 pair of legs, one leg this side and another leg this side in each segment. So 3 pairs of legs are arising from these 3 segment of the thorax, and there are 2 pairs of wings. From same thorax region we can find out there are 2 pairs of wings. This is external pair of wings, we can see. There is also internal pair of wings are also present. These are, that means due to presence of this head, thorax, abdomen and having the wings. This belongs to class Insecta and it is an insect. If we see the size of the abdomen, see there are 6 to 7 visible segments. This last part of this honeybee is the abdomen, where we can see 6 to 7 visible segments where there is abdomen lie inside it. That means there is a alimentary canal and genital organs are also present inside this abdomen. Next, there are so many bees are in a colony, but how many types of bees are here? Just she's thinking. How many types of bees are there? In the single hive, how many types of bees are there? Have you seen different types of bees inside the colony? Yes, there are different types of bees. If we see individually, see one bee is somewhat elongated, somewhat smooth, and another one is somewhat fatty. We can see it is very fatty and it has many hairy outgrowth. Okay, and another one is very small one. There are mainly 3 types of bees we can see here. And what are those types of bees? First one is queen bee. Okay, here in this colony also we can identify this queen bee. See, there are so many bees. Out of that, one is somewhat elongated. It is different from others. It is elongated and smooth and it is different from other. This is the queen bee. Its size is somewhat larger. It is the largest one we can say. And the largest bee responsible for the laying eggs. This queen bee lay eggs. And next one is drone bee. This drone bee is the male bee which is only work for mating only. Mating means sexual reproduction. It takes part in the sexual reproduction just to mate the queen bee. And another one is very small one, that is worker bee, the smallest and most numerous, so many in number, and performs various tasks. Whatever the task which are performed in this hive, all is done by this worker bee. That's why its name is worker bee. Next, we can see this is say queen bee, drone bee structure. You should identify in examination also. You may ask to draw the queen bee, drone bee, and worker bee, as well as to identify the picture of these bees. Next one is, what is queen bee? How is it? This queen bee is that means it is only in single colony. There are other bees are numerous in number, but queen bee is single. Its structure is, that means, elongated. That means in other cases they are shorter than those drone and worker bees are shorter than this queen bee. It is longest or elongated one, largest one we can say. And usually one per hive. Each hive contain one queen bee. And if they produce 2 queen bee, then that hive will be divided into 2 colonies. That means one queen will take some worker bee and drone bee and it will make another colony. The main function of queen bee is laying eggs. It used to lay eggs for the next cycle or life cycle, to continue the life cycle and produce the more number of bees. And it used to produce pheromones for the communication. That means that it produces a kind of hormone called pheromone. This pheromone is produced by this queen bee, and every bees in the colony will take the smell of that pheromone and they will identify their hive. Even though there are so many hives are kept in a commercial production, you have seen in the previous picture. But how they identify their own colony or own hive? Means the queen bee which is present in that hive produce a special kind of hormone which is called pheromone. That pheromone is taken by or smelled by the each bee of that colony, and they will identify that smell of that pheromone produced by their queen bee, and they will identify their hive. And by producing this, it used to control and coordinate among those bees in a single colony. Next one is the life cycle of this queen bee is about 2 to 5 years. The longest living bee in the colony is the queen bee, that is of 2 to 5 years. Other bees lifespan is shorter one. Next one is drone bee. See, this drone bee is somewhat smaller than the queen bee but larger than the worker bee. It is medium sized, we can say. And another one is it doesn't sting. Generally when we toss or when we do something to the colony, then bees used to sting, but this drone bee doesn't sting. It doesn't have pollen basket or wax producing glands also. It doesn't do any work in the colony except mating with the queen bee. Next one is main function of this is mating with the queen. It is haploid. That means actually the number of chromosomes, that just like human being have 23 pairs of chromosome, that means 46 in number, that chromosome which gives the characteristic to the organism. This honeybee has only 32 chromosomes. In pair we can say 16 pair of chromosome, but this drone bee has only haploid chromosome. Haploid number means single set of chromosome, that is 16 chromosomes are present in the drone bee. In other bees like a queen bee and worker bee, they have 32 chromosomes, but in case of drone bee only 16 chromosomes are present. Now next one is, see how it is becoming 16 means this queen bee lays two types of eggs, fertilized egg which have diploid number of chromosome, that is 32, and unfertilized egg, that is haploid, that contain only 16 chromosome. This male or drone bee developed from this unfertilized egg, and this process of developing or producing new organism from unfertilized egg is called parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis means, generally we have the concept of in the sexual reproduction we have learned that when there is fusion of male and female gamete, it forms the zygote, and that is called a fertilized egg. Okay, from that new organism is developed. But in some insects like termites and bees etc., they used to produce two types of eggs. One is fertilized egg, another one is unfertilized egg. Here also it produces unfertilized egg. From that unfertilized egg, drone bee is developed. So that's why it is haploid and it has only 16 number of chromosome. This process is called parthenogenesis. Next, worker bee. How is worker bee? The smallest one and most workable. That means every time it is busy in working. This is the most laborious bee in the hive. These are the smallest bee in the hive. That means we have seen that queen bee is the elongated and most largest one, and drone bee is the medium size and it is the smallest one, but it is most workable or extremely hard working bee. It used to work from birth to death. That means it used to construct the hive. It used to collect nectar from the different flowers. Even it collect pollen from the different flowers, and it also produce the honey by using those nectar also. And it has the special body structure that helps to collect the pollen, that is called pollen basket. And similarly, it has multiple functions. Just now I said collecting nectar, building hive, nursing young. That means it used to feed the larvae of this honey bee also. And it also protect the hive from enemies. That means it has stinging type of body, that means mouth structure, which helps to protect its hive from the enemies also. its population is about 20,000 to 80,000 per hive. These are most populated. That means more number of worker bees are present in a single hive. Next, its lifespan is about 6 weeks to 6 months only. Now, how is honeybee beneficial to human being? Is there any importance of honeybee? He's just thinking about it. Then what are the importance of honeybee? The importance of bees are, it helps in the pollination. It is essential for the plants' reproduction and biodiversity, maintaining the biodiversity. That means pollination is the one phase of reproduction. Without pollination, no plants can be, that means especially flowering plants cannot reproduce. And also due to this pollination, when they pollinate, there is cross pollination takes place. Because of that, new variety of plants are developed. Because of that, it maintains the biodiversity. And ecological balance, it helps in the ecological balance. That means in the ecosystem there are various kinds of organisms which it also part of that, so it balances the ecosystem. So it is a crucial part of many ecosystem. Next one is the production of honey. You can see here honey production. Another importance of honeybee is honey production, which is very valuable source of food for the human being, which provides various types of nutrients required for the human being. And wax production. This wax is also, it is produced by the honeybee, which is used in the various industries, especially in the cosmetic industries. And next one is the farmers can earn large capital by collecting royal jelly also. It also produces royal jelly. What is royal jelly? We will discuss later on. And it is a special type of fluid which is very rich in nutrients produced by the bees only. Okay. And next one is, it is used in the, what are the uses of these bees in the human life? Honey is used in food, medicine and preservatives. It is used to prepare for the different kinds of food items, and in the medicine, already I have told you, in the Ayurvedic medicine mostly honey is used, and it is also used as a food preservatives. And next one is beeswax. Beeswax is used in the cosmetic, candles and waterproofing items also. Next one is this royal jelly. It is a nutritional supplement for various condition. That means in the human also use this royal jelly for the nutritional supplement. And next one is, it is also a propolis. That means natural antibiotics and wood preservatives. This we can, this propolis, it is a kind of substance which is prepared by this. It is used as a natural antibiotics, and it is also used to protect the woods also. That means sometimes our furnitures used to be infected by the insects and it used to damage that. For that purpose, that means to preserve them also, this can be used. And next one is bee communication. How do bee communicate with each other? There are various methods of bee communication. Like already I have told you about the pheromones. That means queen bee produce pheromones and it just spread among the colony members, and it just coordinate and control the whole colony by using this pheromone. And waggle dance to indicate the food sources. They used to dance and they indicate that there is a food. Next one is vibration and sound for in hive communication. They used to, that means that they used to produce some sound by vibrating their wings. We think that when there are bees are coming nearer to us, we listen to the sound of bee. Yes, bee humming we say. That produce sound by vibration of their wings, not from the mouth. And that also for the communication within the hive. And visual cues and touch also play a role. That means they have the compound eyes, and so they can, that means they can use, they can just see around that means around their surrounding without moving their head also, with the help of compound eyes. And also through that visual cues also they used to communicate with each other, and also through the touch also. one another. What they are doing through touch also they can feel, that means communicate with each other. And they used to coordinate and control the colony. Already I have told you that queen bee, especially queen bee, coordinate and control the colony by using this pheromone hormone. And what do bee eat or diet? What is the diet of bee? Its main food source is nectar and pollen from the flowers. They used to just feed on the nectar and pollen from the flowers. Nectar is converted into honey for the energy. That honey also they used to consume. And pollen, protein source for bee larvae, especially when they are in the larvae stage, they are very highly, that means voracious eater, and they need more amount of food. At that time they used to feed them this pollen. Okay, we have discussed about the different structures of the honeybees and how they live in the colony, what are the types of hives, and also we discussed about how they communicate, what they eat. Now we just evaluate our knowledge or what we learned from our class just using some question. First type of question is multiple choice question. The first question is, which bee is responsible for laying eggs in the hive? Can you guess? Worker bee, queen bee, drone bee, soldier bee. Which one is the correct answer? Yes, it is queen bee. And next question, how many chromosomes does a drone bee have? Which one is the correct answer? Already we have discussed. Very good. That is 16. And next question is, which bee helps in pollination? There are 3 bees are shown in the picture. That is P, Q, R is named. Then which bee help in pollination? There are options R, Q, P, Q and R. Which one is the correct option? Yes, this P is the, which bee is this? Yes, worker bee, that helps in the pollination. Okay, some questions you have to solve it. Discuss the importance of bees in the maintaining biodiversity and food security. How does this maintain biodiversity and food security? Okay, can you explain? Just based on our class, you can explain it. And include at least 3 specific ways bees contribute to ecosystem and agriculture in your response. Just based on our class, what they do, just write 3 function of 3 specific ways that bee can contribute to the ecosystem and agriculture system. Next, last question, write a similarity and a dissimilarity between these 2 bees. Identify these 2 bees, which bees are these, and write 1 similarity and 1 difference. Okay. We have discussed and we have even tested our knowledge, what we learned from this class. Okay, for today, just do these questions and submit to your science teacher. And goodbye for today. Let's meet next class. Bye bye. Thank you.